that years later the country would remember as a moment when, on the eve of independence, thousands of women marched on the streets of Kolkata past midnight in a bid to reclaim public spaces in the aftermath of the horrific rape and murder of the 31-year-old PGT doctor. But the peaceful midnight protest will now be marred by the mob who hijacked this protest and vandalized the RG Kar hospital. Miscreants broke barricades, pelted stones at police officers and duty vehicles, and even set a bike on fire. After the protest turned violent, the police fired tear gas shells, lathi-charged the protesters to bring the situation under control. Even the riot control police was out on the street to control the volatile situation. Now, the scale of the vandalism and the destruction of public property is evident from the horrific visuals that our colleagues have been getting us from ground zero.
While the city was witnessing silent protest and protest marches across the city against the brutal rape and murder of a doctor of RG Kar Medical College and Hospital, an irate mob entered the RG Kar Hospital, and you can see behind me they've left behind a trail of destruction. These are the barricades that were up right outside the main gate of the RG Kar Medical College and Hospital. This irate mob entered into the hospital and they attacked the protesting doctors here. You can see this is the stage and the dais where the doctors have been protesting past several days. Junior doctors, resident doctors, interns, nursing staff, they have been all protesting against the brutal rape and murder of their colleague. And this irate mob which entered here, they ran amok inside the hospital. They broke down and vandalized this entire stage, this entire bamboo scaffolding and the chairs. Later on, they came prepared and there were some pre-planned, this is what the security guard is saying, that they came prepared. Mob entered the emergency building. First of all, they pulled down this entire board that was up and they ransacked the entire emergency department. All of the beds, all of the lights, fans, nothing was spared, and you can see how they vandalized all the glass pane. You can see there's glass, and you can see how these glasses have been completely shattered, broken.
Now, if you think that the outside visuals are shocking, the scale of disruption inside, as my colleague Pooja was showing, is even more horrific. The emergency hospital building was vandalized. Beds were broken, CCTV cameras were smashed, medical equipment and furniture completely ransacked. Take a look at this ground report by my colleague Pooja. Amid all of this, remember, the Kolkata Police Commissioner has blamed what he has termed a malicious media campaign behind the vandalism. In fact, not just this, he has defended the force as well. But before that, take a look at this report.
And you can see how these glasses have been completely shattered, broken. They have, in fact, damaged. The department were, in fact, vandalized by this particular mob. You can see they vandalized all of these and they entered into this male ward. And you can see they have overturned the beds. They haven't spared even the beds which are used by the patients, all of the equipments that are used by the patients. And you can see there's no light at this point in time. It's completely dark here because they have vandalized the lights and the fans. Nothing is spared. As we enter this emergency department, which was not functioning past few days because of the strike which was called by the resident doctors and all the other staff of RG Kar Medical College who had joined, but slowly and steadily they were functioning and they were to get back to service. And that is when you can see they have overturned this particular fridge as well. They have overturned this table. All of the medicines and the ampules and syringes or whatever is required for the patients is stored here is completely ransacked, vandalized, damaged. This is the nursing station of the emergency department. You can tell the extent of damage that this particular mob has left behind. All that is left here is just a trail of destruction. And you can see everywhere, this particular mob went amok. They ransacked everything and anything that they had access to. Thereafter, they when they tried to enter the departments, but for the longest period of time, police was trying to prevent them from entering. But the biggest question is that when a heinous crime like this happens, when an on-duty doctor was raped and murdered, what was the police doing?
Now, remember, amid all of this, the Kolkata Police Commissioner had blamed what he has termed a malicious media campaign behind this vandalism. Not just this, he has defended the force which has been under fire since this horrific crime unfolded. For now, the police has filed 3 suo moto FIRs in this regard and have arrested 8 people in connection with the vandalism.
DCP Nor Division, who was protecting these boys, he is unconscious. You must know this. And what has happened here is because of the media, the wrong media campaign, which has been malicious media campaign, which is going as far as Calcutta Police is concerned. What has Calcutta Police not done? In this case, they have done everything, and I'll do it. I'm saying it under everything under my command. My men have worked day and night to detect this case, to collect evidences. They collect the best of evidences. The main accused has been arrested. We have tried to satisfy the family. The rumors are being floated that some Mahapatro being connected with some political Mahapatro. He's an intern whose parents, we verified this. He comes from a very small place. His father is a primary school teacher. Doesn't have any kind of a background, political background. People are spreading these kind of rumors.
Let me straight away go across to my colleague Taposh, who's been tracking the developments in this entire case. Taposh, we heard the Kolkata Police Commissioner there. He had a very passionate way of clarifying that the Kolkata Police has been doing what it can, but it still faces flack. As far as this investigation is concerned, where has it reached regarding last night's violence? 3 suo moto FIRs have been registered, I believe.
Well, yes, 3 suo moto complaints have been registered, but the larger question remains that how come the Commissioner of Police blamed the media? Because media have not been making an observation. It was the demand and
Yes.
The protesters' demand that the media was placing forth, and finally the High Court's observation was the same as the protesters, almost the same. So that is what the media was reflecting. On the other hand, the question being raised that despite having a huge police barricading at the front gate of the RG Kaur, when huge rallies of the left, Congress and the BJP was not allowed to enter, they were stopped forcibly, they were not allowed. How come all of a sudden mobs, hundreds in number, gather outside and finally broke the barricade and went inside and did that vandalism and continued the mayhem for good 1.5 hours. How could police be a bystander there? Rapid action forces personnel were also there, but they were outnumbered. So was there not any police intelligence in place that this kind of mob may come out and protest outside RG Kaur Hospital, and that could turn violent and target the doctors and the hospital? So the onus remains upon the Kolkata police to find it out. But yes, somehow the blame is being shifted on the media for showing what all the media, what we all are showing at the moment, and the demand and the protest of the protesters that we have been relentlessly showing and in different platforms. So this is a question being asked by the opposition parties, by the protesting doctors, by people of the common people of the society. Now, why Kolkata police have taken this stand is something that the administration and Kolkata police needs to answer. Back to you.
Taposh, can I also understand from you, earlier when we were talking, you said that the RG Kaur Medical College has not filed an FIR yet regarding last night's violence. Any word on that? Any more details on that?
Well, that's what the protesting doctors were a little while asking in this very place while they held the principal from entering the administrative building, that why there is not a single complaint filed by the authorities as yet. It's been 12 hours already. Police have though filed 3 suo motu complaints and arrested 9 persons. But technically, since the hospital premises was barged and vandalized, it also remains the responsibility of the hospital to file FIR with the police, which has not been done as yet.
All right, Taposh, you keep a track of the developments in this case. Thank you very much for joining us at the moment and sharing with us the latest ground situation as far as this entire vandalism that has played out last night is concerned. Now, remember, viewers, even as the police once again deflect their responsibility, the crux of the matter remains the same: the safety and security of women. Nurses of the RG Kar Hospital have been protesting against last night's horror, raising questions on the responsibility of the administration during night shifts. There's an atmosphere of fear as some nurses have complained that they have been threatened by the goons.
Well, the situation continues to remain tense in RG Kar Hospital, and right now on-duty nurses are sitting on protest here in front of the administrative building and the principal office here. You can see they're sitting here, they're demanding to talk to the authorities. We'll try and talk to some of them. आप लोग आज जो इधर बैठे हुए हैं, आप लोगों का क्या डिमांड है?
एक्चुअली कल को यहाँ पे बहुत कुछ हो गया आरजीकर मेडिकल कॉलेज में, जैसे हम लोग सबने देखा है कल को क्या हुआ। तो नर्सिंग स्टाफ का एज ए नर्सिंग पर्सनल हम लोग का इतना ही डिमांड है कि आप लोग एक सेफ्टी सिक्योरिटी दीजिए हमको। हम लोग ड्यूटी कर रहे हैं, हम लोग कहीं पे भी हम लोग प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं, पर वो नीरव हम लोग एकदम चुप है। हम लोग कहीं पे भी आप लोग दिखाई नहीं, तोड़ फोड़ कर रहे हैं, मचाएंगे कुछ कि नहीं कर रहे, सेवा नहीं दे रहे, नहीं ऐसा नहीं है, हम लोग सब कुछ पर आप लोग इतना एश्योर करो कि एक नर्सिंग स्टाफ, वो भी किसी की बेटी है, किसी की बहू है, वो जब घर से निकल रही है उसका इतना सेफ्टी सिक्योरिटी हो कि वो वापस घर जा सके। कल रात को जो हुआ है यहाँ पे सब जो लोग नाइट शिफ्ट में थे उन लोग को थ्रेट दिया गया है कि आज हम लोग फिर से आएंगे। तो अगर आज वो लोग फिर से आएंगे तो ये लोग कैसे ड्यूटी करेंगे? अगर आज इन लोगों का कुछ हो गया तो उसका रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कौन लेगा? एज ए ऑथोरिटी, एज ए सीनियर, एज ए आवर पेरेंट्स, उन लोग को लेना चाहिए, पर वो लोग हमसे छिप के अंदर बैठे हैं, इसीलिए ये प्रोटेस्ट है। पर ड्यूटी वो लोग कर रहे हैं ऑलरेडी, मॉर्निंग इवनिंग शिफ्ट सब शिफ्ट में ड्यूटी है, स्टाफ है, फिर भी यहाँ पे ये सब खड़े हैं ताकि हमारा एक ही डिमांड है कि सिक्योरिटी दीजिए, हम लोग ड्यूटी करेंगे।
Now, since this attack, the Indian Medical Association has condemned the hooliganism, terming it as mindless violence, and expressed apprehension over the loss of crucial evidence. The medical body has called for an emergency meet with all the state branches to chart their next course of action.
If they do not see any of the positive progress, then the AIIMS is planning on to take the protests on the streets. Currently, we are reporting from outside the prominent central healthcare facility here in the capital city. This is the AIIMS gate number 1, which has seen massive protests from the side of the members who are part of the resident association doctors. And as per the details, what we have been given to understand that they are closely monitoring the developments which are taking place, which are already ongoing in the state of Bengal, in Kolkata in particular. They are concerned about the same, although given that today is Independence Day, so there is no in-person protest or the physical protest which is currently taking place or shape, but virtually is what all the doctors are planning to take it on, at least for today. There is also the details which is coming in from the side of the AIIMS RA that at about 4 p.m. today a general body meeting has been called in, which usually.
Now, as the anger continues, Times Network spoke with the victim's aunt, who said that last night's vandalism is an attempt to tamper with the evidence and the crime scene. Take a listen.
আশা রেখেছি ব্যাস এইটুকুই, আর কি বলবো, যেগুলো আমাদের বলার সেগুলো আমরা জানিয়েছি। না সেটা তদন্তের স্বার্থে বলতে পারবো না। ঘরে আমাদের ঘরে কিছু নেই, আমাদের ঘরে কিছু নেই। তদন্তর স্বার্থের জন্য যা বলার দরকার সেগুলো আমরা সব বলেছি। না সে যেই আসুক না কেন, আমাদের যতটা বলার দরকার তদন্ত করার জন্য যা আমাদের কাছে ক্লু আছে, যা আমরা জানি আমাদের মেয়ের বিষয়ে, আমরা সেগুলো তাদের হাতে তুলে দিয়েছি, ব্যাস এইটুকু। বাকিটা ওনারা এখন তদন্ত করে যা জানাবে। না সেগুলো তো তদন্তের জন্য বলতে পারবো না, সেগুলো আমরা ডিসক্লোজ করতে পারি না। আমরা এভিডেন্স ট্যাম্পার করার জন্য, সেটা কি আপনারা বুঝতে পারছেন না? আপনারা তো এত সহযোগিতা করছেন আমাদের সঙ্গে, প্লিজ আপনারা আরেকটু সহযোগিতা করুন আমাদের সঙ্গে, যাতে আমাদের ঘরের মেয়েটা সঠিক বিচার পায়। না সেরকম এখনো কিছু বলেনি, ঠিক আছে, যদি আসে আপনারা তো খবরই পাবেন আর আমরা তো আপনাদের জানাবো।
Now, after the doctors' midnight vigil turned into vandalism, the BJP and the TMC have now entered the arena of political bickering. BJP's Shuvendu Adhikari attacked the Trinamool Congress-led West Bengal government, stating that it was the TMC that sent its goons to the protest site. He alleged that the vandalism was done in collusion with the police, who allegedly gave safe passage to the vandals, and furthered his attack, questioning why would anyone showing solidarity attempt to destroy the epicenter of the protest. Meanwhile, TMC's Sushmita Dev attacked the BJP and the left, calling the attack led by the extreme right and the left, who were decimated in the state during elections. The National General Secretary of the Trinamool Congress, Abhishek Banerjee, meanwhile, has condemned this violence. He called upon the Kolkata police to bring the perpetrators to justice regardless of their political affiliations. The TMC, in fact, has acted against its own, removing Shantanu Sen from the position of the spokesperson. This, remember, after he criticized the hospital and its now former principal. West Bengal Governor C.V. Ananda Bose, who visited the RG Kar Medical Hospital today, termed this incident as a shame for Bengal and entire humanity.
What I saw, what I heard, what I was told, what is reported about the ghastly incidents which took place here in the last few days is shocking, shattering, benumbing, deplorable. It's a shame for Bengal, shame for India, shame for humanity. If we cannot protect our mothers, our sisters, our daughters, not only leaves much room for improvement, it brings shame to the entire humanity that their young girls are not protected. We cannot allow this bloodbath anymore. Yes, it is nothing but bloodbath which is going on there. Society has to come together, work together, and see that this kind of atrocities is stemmed in the bud. We can never allow this. We cannot tolerate this sitting idle.
With that, we're slipping into a short break. News and updates will continue on the other side. Stay tuned to Mirror Now.